We're stepping into one of the most beautiful yet busiest seasons. Holiday events, gift preparations, and likely a little travel, but nourishing meals don't have to disappear. Today I'm sharing a few vacation-friendly recipes, including an easy make-ahead meal to help keep your food healthy, doable, and delicious during this season. I hope you'll sit back, grab a warm drink, and relax as I cook some from-scratch meals and share a glimpse of how we eat while on vacation. And if you enjoy it, don't forget to like and follow along for more. I want to start out with some Rice Krispie treats. I would say this is a very healthy version of Rice Krispie treats made with peanut butter. First time I'm making it, but I hope it's a hit. This is a super easy take on Rice Krispie treats. Just a handful of ingredients melted together and then it's all popped into the fridge. You can drizzle melted chocolate on top or stir in mini chocolate chips before chilling. My kids really love almond butter over peanut butter, so that's what I always try to use when I can. And it's so simple, you can easily make it at home if you're trying to save some money and have the time. For a double batch, I use about 2 cups of almond butter, 2/3 cups of maple syrup, along with a few tablespoons of coconut oil and a few teaspoons of vanilla. Whisk it all together and add some optional collagen for extra protein, and it really helps with improving skin elasticity and hydration. It reduces joint pain and also can increase muscle mass. So I try to add it into anything I can. It doesn't add any taste at all. Finish by mixing in 6 cups of brown rice puffs, spread it into a pan and chill. It's easy, wholesome, and so delicious. And while I love this chocolate topping, I find my kids just eat it off the top and don't focus on the bottom stuff, just kind of like a muffin with a sugary crumble. You just want the top. So next time I'm just really just going to do the chocolate chips mixed in. But this batch turned out so good. It was delicious and it made the perfect snack for the entire family. It kept everyone full when we were kind of stretched in between meals, which is common during vacation and a lifesaver when schedules get chaotic. All the protein and healthy fats really help cut down on whiny moments for the kids and for mom. Honestly, I think I ate more of these than anyone else. They'd be amazing for airport travel too, since finding healthy options there is nearly impossible, packed with good protein and fats, but still sweet enough to double as a kid-approved treat. You can totally use Rice Krispie cereal, but keep in mind, it does have some added sugar to it. And next time I'm going to try to put together a recipe making them from plain rice. These look so good. They're easy to pack up individually in parchment paper tied with kitchen string, or of course can just do plastic bags. This makes them great for school snacks or lunches that just need to be grabbed quickly. I store ours in the fridge so they last longer, but it's not required. Just keep in mind, the cooler they are, the better they hold together, especially if you have little ones. On our drive up, my baby's car seat was full of crumbs, but he was hungry and it took us a while to find a good lunch place, and that's fine. And honestly, him happily crunching away in the back and this view made me forget all about it. Vacations are meant for more moments like this, slow, sweet, and simple, more time spent together, probably less time in the kitchen, so I try to balance eating out with cooking a few easy, wholesome meals, bringing a few things with us, and I always keep an eye out for the best healthy restaurants wherever we go. And how cute is this place? It feels so refreshing to be out in the cool open air with almost nothing around. Such a peaceful disconnect. It honestly makes me want to live somewhere like this all the time. Before we left, I did a big meal prep because if we're heading out on a road trip, I always try to make one big meal we can grab straight from the fridge while there. It makes traveling so much easier and keeps us from relying on takeout too much. This time I made a huge batch of pulled pork tacos with refried beans a couple nights beforehand so I could pack half to bring with us. It saves money, tastes amazing, and actually gives us enough for 2 meals plus dinner the night I make it. The night before, I soaked a huge batch of pinto beans. This takes almost no effort and is so simple to triple if you want leftovers, which you will, and it's cheap. In the morning, just drain them, cover with fresh water, and toss in a couple onions. I love starting this before breakfast so it can quietly simmer away while we eat and get our morning going. Every now and then I just skim off the little foamy bits on the top, oddly satisfying. I think it helps the taste. After about an hour, drain them, definitely save some of that bean broth, and let melted butter and minced garlic sizzle away for a minute before adding the beans and broth back in with plenty of salt and oregano, and mash until it becomes a nice creamy texture. It's honestly shocking how easy and delicious they are, and it feeds us for so many meals. But for the pulled pork, I'm just going to use an Instapot method to do this. Just trim off some extra fat, rub it in a nice spice, let it sear, and then let it pressure cook for about 40 minutes. I'll mix together the tortillas, so we'll have some of those for dinner. The pulled pork is just as simple and easy to do alongside the beans. The rub uses just pantry basics, but packs a ton of flavor: brown sugar, a little chili powder, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. I trim off the big hunks of fat from the pork butt, cut it into almost like fist-sized chunks, coat everything in that rub, and sear it right in the Instapot it will also cook in. It smells incredible and turns into the perfect make-ahead filling for tacos, bowls, or whatever you're craving. I end up with two big hearty staples that make vacation days and meals so much easier, more healthy, and delicious. With that pork searing away in the background, I'm just going to start on the tortillas. Only 4 ingredients, and store-bought just does not compare. I dissolve salt in warm water first, then crumble in flour. I like to use about 1/3 whole wheat flour with melted butter. You can use oil, but butter makes them taste so much better, and butter is definitely a less processed food. The final step is just to finish mixing the tortillas, and you need to pour the water in, give it a good mix, and it can set for 15 minutes or up to 2 hours. Just the longer you let it rest, the easier it is to roll out. In about 2 hours, is when I'll start preparing dinner. I'll just divide it into 8 and fry them on a cast iron. I find it works the best. And back to the pork. Make sure you deglaze the pot really well with warm water before pressure cooking. If any brown bits are stuck on the bottom, the pot will throw an error later, so get everything scraped up. Then mix in barbecue sauce and a splash of apple cider vinegar to make a simple sauce for the pork to cook in. About 2.5 pounds fits perfectly in my pot. I set it for 40 minutes on high to pressure cook to keep warm, and by the time dinner rolls around, it's fall apart perfect. The beans have cooled by now, so I just bag up a big portion for the freezer and set aside a smaller bag for our trip. I really struggled to ever cook a whole extra from scratch meal plus our actual dinner right before we leave, or if I'm ever meal prepping, so doubling recipes really is my sanity saver. It gives us a hot homemade dinner now and an easy ready to go meal for future vacations or busy nights or whatever the season is that requires us to need them. Cutting large parchment sheets into 4 works so well for stacking tortillas as you roll them. I learned the hard way, if I try to roll and cook them at the same time, something is always burning. Kids need something, I get distracted, and suddenly one side goes black. So this slightly slower, low stress method is my go-to. And while the tortillas finish cooking, just chop up some fresh vegetables, grate some cheese, sour cream, super simple stuff, and all ingredients you can easily pick up at the grocery store while on vacation. Don't get me wrong, I'm definitely not saying we should never eat out on vacation or anything like that. Some of our favorite family memories have been around restaurant tables or picnic tables. I just try to save it for a few really great places that I know we'll all enjoy, especially as a young family. The wineries in Charlottesville, Virginia are just perfect for us and the season we're in. Amazing food, beautiful views, and plenty of space for the kids to run around and play. Plus, it's just so calm and uncrowded. When I plan vacations, I try not to center them only around the kids, but around all of us as a family. That way everyone actually enjoys the trip, we make sweet memories together, and we come home feeling refreshed instead of exhausted. And of course, vacation absolutely means having ice cream before dinner. This Yoder's Amish market was a hit for us. Delicious, super affordable sandwiches we grabbed one night, and plus the market had a bunch of other ingredients we could use for breakfast and lunches. Now for a quick 30-minute meal you can make on busy nights or while on vacation, easy to double for a big family and impressive enough for hosting. A classic spaghetti carbonara. I love traditional Italian pastas that use just a handful of quality ingredients, yet taste unforgettable. 6 ingredients, 5 simple steps, and family friendly. My kind of meal. Start by letting the eggs come to room temperature, cut the bacon into small pieces, and fry until perfectly crispy. While the pasta water heats up, just whisk together 2 eggs, 1 egg yolk, Parmesan and Romano cheese to make the sauce. A rental kitchen really makes me homesick though. Can never find anything. The tools are always a little bit questionable. Pots are never quite big enough, but I make it work and the results are so worth it. Be sure to reserve a bit of pasta water. Mixing it into the cheesy egg mixture helps everything come together into the silkiest, most flavorful from scratch sauce, even while on vacation. So simple and delicious and really hearty. After such a big lunch and still full bellies, we headed to the most beautiful secluded spot for a little hike and a light dinner. All this fresh air is so good for everyone's mood and spirit, and somehow we managed to arrive at the perfect moment. The fall foliage is at its peak, every direction feels and looks like a postcard. Of course, we saved some room for pumpkin cookies I pulled out of the freezer before the trip, the perfect cozy treat to end the day. Well, I hope this gave you a few recipes and ideas to make your next vacation or holiday season a little bit more smooth. Don't forget to follow along for more. Take care.